Hi, welcome to day 2. My techie daughter actually corrected me yesterday that this is not a video blog, it's a vlog. Didn't even realize there was that word. But there is, and so welcome to the vlog on day 2. And we're going to talk a little bit more about weight loss today because that was the feedback I got. A lot of people starting off the new year wanting to really make some changes with their diet, their exercise, their health. So we're going to talk about a little bit more about that today, about how I started that whole thing. I am going to be looking up again, as I was yesterday, behind me at my video screen, making sure that all those points I wanted to talk to you about are taken care of. Thanks so much for watching. Please do share, and I actually prefer that you share the email, which is iamdefined@cox.net, rather than sharing the actual video. And the only reason for that is that I can kind of keep track of who's getting it, who I'm talking to, because in some senses this is self-help, and I want to make sure that those people that are really needing help are getting it. So that would be helpful. Next thing, the very first thing I did was to find out for my body size, my height, my age, that type of thing, how much calories do I burn a day? So there's a great little web thing that you can go to. You may want to pause this for a second, get a paper and pen, or come back and write it down. But if you just Google the words Mayo Clinic burn calorie calculator, you'll get this neat little thing that figures that out for you. You're going to put in there your age, your height, your weight, that type of thing at the moment. And then the next thing they're going to ask you is how active are you? They want to know how much you exercise. It says inactive, somewhat active, very active, and very active. I'm going to suggest, and again, this is your journey, not mine, but I'm going to suggest that you only put on there inactive. The reason being is that if you actually choose any of those others, it really doesn't change the calorie count that much. Whatever that calorie count comes up, let's say, for instance, it's 1,500 calories. It's probably a little bit more than that, but let's say 1,500 for the sake of picking a number. That's easy. That number tells you, if you are just sitting on your rear watching TV every day, 1,500 calories is what you can eat without gaining. You'd be surprised how many calories you're really taking in when you start keeping track of it. And I know it's kind of a pain in the beginning to count calories. Yeah, I get that. But it's the only way. The other thing, folks, this is not rocket science. It's simple numbers. Intake, output. If you are not getting rid of the calories that you're taking in, it's going to be stored. If you're going over that 1,500, if that's all you can eat by not being active, then if you're taking in 2,000 or 2,200, that extra 500 to 700 calories will be stored as fat. It's just numbers. I used to think there was some sort of like magic formula with all the diets I've been on, and trust me, if you name the diet, I've been on it. I always thought there was like this magic thing that I had to know, like, why isn't this working better or whatever. It really just comes down to those numbers. A lot of people watch TV shows where you have people that are really, really heavy, that are obese, that are losing weight, and they lose a tremendous amount of weight in a very short time. And people wonder, like, how in the world do they do that? Well, what that is called, or what I call it, is a zero burn. What they are doing is they are literally exercising off every single calorie that goes in their mouth, which forces their body to go after any stored fat, and that's how they lose the weight. It's a very extreme way of losing weight. It's a hard thing to carry out for the rest of your life. So I wanted to kind of play on that a little bit for myself. I have metabolism issues. I've had thyroid disease my whole life. I take thyroid replacement. And so I need to kind of fake my body out when it comes to burning calories. I don't burn hot. I burn extremely. In fact, I don't think I have a metabolism. But you can fake your body out a little bit. And one of the ways of doing that is to eat very small amounts often, about every hour to 2 hours. Well, I don't want to carry a calculator around with me. And what calories am I eating? So I did it. When I figured out my calorie count, what I could do, I could eat approximately 1,000 to 1,200 calories to lose weight. So I figured, okay, 10 fingers, that's 1,000 calories. So if I eat 100 calories 10 times a day, I've hit it. And that's what I did. And I'm going to be honest, I ate whatever I wanted. If I wanted a cookie that was a 100-calorie cookie at 10 o'clock in the morning and it was time to eat my 100 calories, that's what I ate. And the one thing that it did for me is that I never felt deprived. Now, you can't eat a lot because you're eating 100-calorie increments, but you're eating so often, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, it's time to eat again. And you'd be surprised how much you're taking in when you're doing that. So that's how I did it. I went to the BMI calculator. I put down that I was completely inactive. It gave me my calorie count. I subtracted 500 calories from that amount so that I knew if I stayed within that, I would lose weight. If you want to lose weight quicker than that, you might look at a zero burn. But that means you're going to have to do a lot of exercise. And on the statement of exercise, I just want to mention one thing because I'm going to talk about it in another vlog at some point. But you got to move. A body in motion will stay in motion. A body that's just sitting is going to just sit. And it's not a good thing for you. So you have to find something you like. I absolutely hate to exercise. And I'm not that great at sports. I'm okay, but I'm not that great. I used to love racquetball, but since I had breast cancer and had some issues with my arm with that, it's been hard to play racquetball. So I had to find something else. The thing that I wanted to do was to find an exercise that brought me joy, that made me happy, so that I would want to go do it. And for me, that was Zumba. I discovered dancing in Zumba. I love to dance. I had pretty good rhythm. And so I really enjoyed the Zumba classes. Even if you're not really great at rhythm, I can tell you it's a lot easier than it looks on TV if you go to the classes. I'll be honest, I was in the back of the class for about 3 or 4 months learning the steps. But I loved it. I loved everything about it. I learned all the steps and kind of the music and what it was. So now I do it at home. I don't go to class that often anymore. Part of that was just a financial decision. I do go when I can because it's still really, really fun. I had a great instructor, Clara, who helped me a lot. She's a beautiful woman. I thought she was about 20 years old when I met her. She's actually in her 50s, in incredible shape, and she's been doing this kind of thing her whole life. So find something. I don't care what it is, but find something you really, really enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do it. I mean, you can get machine after machine. You can walk, you can run, whatever. But find that thing that makes you happy. Dancing makes me happy. Love it. I actually put up these big cones in front of my garage where I do my exercising that says, exercising, do not disturb. Because I don't like people watching me. I just want to do my own thing. So, and it's not always that pretty. So I don't want people watching me, but I do want to do it. So dance was for me. Try to find something for you, whether it's dancing, it could be tap, it could be Zumba, it could be Pilates, it could be yoga. Something that makes you move will help you. Don't have to be at a zero burn, but try to help. So enough on diet. Moving on to just a quick little help tip today, which is this. I want you to catch yourself doing destructive talk. People that have weight issues, and even people that don't, that are just having problems with managing their life, are not good self-talkers. When you look in the mirror, what I want you to practice doing is, do you actually see yourself in that mirror? Or are you kind of looking through the mirror? You're looking beyond yourself. Are you really looking at yourself in the eyes? Like when I'm putting my makeup on, I'm not really looking in my eyes, at my soul, at my spirit. I'm just looking at my face, like what do my eyelashes look like, how much lipstick do I need, whatever. I want you to look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself it's okay to be who you are right now, but we're going to make some changes and we're going to get better. And also catch yourself on that bad self-talk. My hair looks like crap. I hate this dress. Why am I wearing this? Oh my gosh, look at the new wrinkles. Is that gray? Is that more gray? Oh my gosh, I need my hair. That kind of stuff needs to stop. And so one of those things in finding joy in your life and being able to keep that attitude in check has to do with your self-talk. So every time you catch yourself doing bad self-talk, I want you to purposely stop, pause, and think of 5 good things about yourself that you like. Maybe you're a good mom, good wife, good worker. Maybe it's that you're really good at helping other people, whatever it might be. But remind yourself of those 5 wonderful things about you and stop the bad self-talk. Keep that attitude in check. Have a joyful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.